Quarterfinals of the Emirates NBA Cup Wednesday with the Hawks in town. A little bit earlier start time, 6:30 pregame, game at 7. Knicks beat the Raptors tonight by 5. Tom Thibodeau's postgame comments presented by Chase.
47 minutes came up in the second half after 61 in the first. When did you see that change from your group?
Well, I thought the defense was good for the first quarter and a half. The last few minutes of the second half, our floor balance wasn't great, and then, but overall, I thought it was pretty good.
It's like one of those games where it's just grind it out, just find a way to win, especially making the big plays down the stretch.
Yeah, we had timely plays at the end. I thought OG, big time plays, Mikhail timely buckets, Cat timely buckets, the block by OG at the end. Jalen, the big 3, 4-point play, those are timely plays. Just find a way to win. And, we got to continue to improve. There's a lot of things we need to work on. And the games keep coming. But the most important thing is just find a way to win.
You mentioned the play, but I think RJ, you guys know him obviously better than anybody, still kept getting that left hand, and OG finally gets him in the big spot.
Yeah, and he's always had that knack to he can start right and he comes back left, and and he's a good player. So guys like that you have to guard with your team. And defensively, we have to be tied together. I like how unselfish we are offensively, and I think the same mentality applies defensively. So when we're tied together, we're pretty good defensively. And I think we're, and I keep saying it. If you went and looked at our last 5 games, you see the numbers are very strong, and I think if you look at points allowed, we're 10th or 9th. Fast break points, we're top 5. Points in the paint, top 5. Second chance points, top 5. So there's a lot of good things that we're doing defensively too.
Coach, you are kind of known as one of the most intense coaches in the NBA, and that reflects, for example, in nights like today, in tough wins like that. How do you find the right balance between being hard to the players at times, but at the same time keeping them happy?
I give them hugs every day. No, just I think you want the right players, and you want to be truthful. I think you build trust with the truth, and we've got a great group of guys to work with. So just be honest, and we want to understand why we either win or why we lose, and we always have the belief that we could do things better. So if we get everyone working together, good things are going to come from that. And then if we play as a team, it's a team game. So we want to have a 5-man offense, 5-man defense. And when you do that, I think it's enjoyable for everyone when everyone's participating in the team and sacrificing and putting the team first. So we've got a great character on our team.
Cat's layup, where you got fed from Brunson, did you design that play? Was that what you were looking for?
That play, most plays have 3 options on it, and so Jalen made a great read. They executed it extremely well. The game will tell you what to do. So if there's 2 on him, that means there's an advantage somewhere. And that's what I like about the way Jalen's playing. Jalen's making, it's another high assist night, and 32 assists for the team. He's 10-11 every night now, and he's creating a lot of good offense for us. So everyone shares in that responsibility of read the game and don't hold on to it too long. Like if you're open, I want you to shoot, but if you're not open, I don't want you to over dribble either. Not, I want you to get off the ball, but just read what are they doing. And when you have players that play unselfishly and play for each other, you're going to get high percentage shots from that. And so even if you're running a play for somebody, it's not their shot. It's their job to make the right read, to create the right shot for the team. So if you can get great shots, your chances of winning are certainly enhanced.
There was the shot Mikhail hit in the corner. Cat made the extra pass.
Yeah.
He could have stepped into one, but kind of what you're talking about. This team seems to have a real great trust in one another.
Yeah.
How does that propel, once things get going more consistently defensively, just knowing that they have each other's
Well,
back?
it's the same thing. I think, oftentimes, right now we're cutting really well. And so, and that's an act of unselfishness. Oftentimes, there's no stat for how many times you cut or how many times you've driven the ball into the paint. But if everyone's moving and relocating, and then if you get to drive pass sequences, right, there's rhythm's gonna come from that, and guys don't get stuck with the ball. If you pass and stand, that next guy's gonna get stuck if the shot's not there. But if you pass and cut, then that guy can drive off the cutter's back. That creates another advantage. So just keep creating advantages for each other, and then you're gonna get great shots from that.
Up next, we have the MSG 150 action from last night. Jalen Green through the air. Rockets playing excellent ball. Highlights coming up. Knicks close the game on a 12-4 run and prevail in Toronto by 5, 113-108. Time now for the Audi MSG 150 final, the fastest 150 seconds in the National Basketball Association. Knicks, Toronto, the only game tonight, so we take you back. A reminder of what today marks yesterday. First time in 25 years, Clippers and Lakers play home games at the same time. Why? Because they now have different arenas. Lakers play in the Crypto.com arena. Clippers play in their new home, the Intuit Dome. So we had Portland at the Lakers. Shohei Ohtani saying, you know what? Juan Soto got a lot of money. Fourth quarter, Lakers up 15. Anthony Davis, rainbow three. He had 30. Bronny came off the bench. LeBron didn't play, out with a sore foot, but his son went 0 for 2 with no points, but did have this big block as the Lakers prevail over Portland last night, 107-98. Nice sequence for Bronny James right there on defense. Meantime, Clippers at home against the Rockets. Jalen Green, look out below. Oh, boy. Rockets are now 16-8. Green, one of the big reasons why he had 31. And with Houston up 8 2 minutes ago, it's Green. Doesn't always hit it from downtown, but he hit that one. And the Rockets win 117-106. Chris Paul last night entering the game, 3 assists shy of passing Jay Kidd for second place on the all-time assist list. He hits Victor Wembanyama for the 3, assist number 12,092. So Paul now number 2 all-time. Look at Wembanyama. 1 foot up. Is that a layup or what for him? A floater from 3. He had 25. Stephon Castle, the rookie, brilliant assist. The rookie from UConn, eyes in the back of his head to Wemby for the jam. Watches again. Spurs have had a pretty good early season. They win at 121-116. Castle to Wembanyama. Yeah, I saw you. In the locker room post-game, Chris Paul getting the water celebration. He's now number 2 all-time on the NBA assist list. Denver and Atlanta. Nikola Jokic on fire. Had 56 Friday, half-court buzzer beater in this one. Oh, my goodness. He had 48 points. He has won the MVP 3 of the last 4 years, and he's playing better this year than he ever has. Lay in here plus the foul. Denver beat the Hawks by 3. Hawks are here Wednesday. Pre-game at 6:30, game at 7. Quarterfinal game in the Emirates NBA Cup. That's your MSG 150 final, presented by Audi. We're back from the corner 3 after this. Knicks win at Toronto tonight, 113-108.
The Knicks postgame.
Next up for the Knicks are home against the Hawks. Pre-game 6:30, game at 7. It's a quarterfinal game in the Emirates NBA Cup. You can also stream our coverage on the Gotham Sports app. Knicks beat the Raptors by 5. Back now from the corner 3, presented by Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Mikal Bridges tonight, guys. 23 points, Wally. Hit some key shots down the stretch. Really starting to play consistent basketball in terms of his shooting.
Yeah, and I think the Knicks really needed those key timely buckets. He was really good from the corners, finding his way, stealing some points by cutting off the ball, and teammates looking for him, really benefiting from the ball movement. But these were big shots that he made, especially in that second half. He had 3 threes in that second half that helped the Knicks when their offense was really, really struggling, and they needed someone to knock down shots. You know, it's taken him a little bit of time to get comfortable in his new uniform, but Mr. Durability, Allen, just out there every single night. That was one of the big shots, and You know, he's playing good basketball and continuing to grow in his role here in the new uniform.
Yeah, and he's really starting to get into a rhythm because you think about it, like he did struggle that Black Friday game in Charlotte, you know, felt like it was a tough road trip for him. A lot of criticism about him. Then he has the homestand where he played great. So that's 5 straight games now where he's averaging over 20 a game, shooting over 50% and 40% from 3.
Wow.
So he's really starting to find his rhythm offensively, where he can get his shots, and the cutting has been a big part of it.
All right, so you had Bridges with a 23. OG Anunoby back in Toronto against his former team at 14 points and a key block on R.J. Barrett. The two hugging there. We'll hear from OG after this. All right, guys, so next up for the Knicks, quarterfinals of the Emirates NBA Cup.
Big
Knicks and the Hawks
game.
Wednesday. If the Knicks win, they go to Vegas for the semifinals, and that would be on Saturday.
Never mind that. Talking about $500,000 on the table for every player.
Right. That's big squid.
To win the Cup.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Win the Cup.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, so keep winning.
How
Get
about
that
the
money.
Hawks? What do we think?
Hawks are playing well,
Very
but the
good.
Knicks got to take care of business. Been playing really good at home. I think the Knicks get that win.
Dyson Daniels, OG Anunoby, guys, you talk about defensive, all defensive type players. It's going to be a lot of, I think, you know, when you talk about cuts and you talk about deflections and defense, you think this game was a little sloppy. That game Wednesday should be very interesting.
All right. Note the half-hour earlier start time. 6:30 pregame, game at 7. Quarterfinal game, Knicks-Hawks in the Emirates NBA Cup. You can also stream our coverage on MSG Plus, now the Gotham Sports app. Coming up is the first basket, followed by It's the Better Half Hour. As the Knicks prevail in Toronto, even though R.J. Barrett went for 30. Knicks close the game on a 12-4 run. Mikal Bridges, a key 3 there. Jalen Brunson had an excellent game. And the Knicks win it by 5. Thanks for watching, everybody.